Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody, favorite baby daddy, voice of the street, man. Now, yesterday, I let y'all hear the lady, her name is Latosha Daniels, right? The one that killed her boyfriend, which was the married pastor, right? Now, the verdict is in. The verdict came in actually Friday. I just started doing the story yesterday to let y'all hear it. And some of y'all, it was a long one. I don't know if y'all watched it, y'all watched it. But we just go fast forward right now and let y'all hear the verdict right. Now, she was charged with first-degree murder and a few other offenses. If you listen to dude, the court guy, anything they also threw some lesser charges in there. They do that to, have the jury, if they want to feel sorry for it, they can give us something less, right? So second degree murder, they got manslaughter, and then they got another one up there, right? But even if it's second degree murder, manslaughter, what a manslaughter would be good, y'all. Second degree murder would be good because it don't have to come with mandatory life. Second degree murder, they can say, okay, we go give you 50 years, we go give you 40 years or 30 years, whatever they give her, and it comes with the possibility of parole. She will have a chance to get out. She might have to do 25 years, but she'll get out one day. You know what I mean? It ain't like her life is over. And y'all watched it yesterday with me. I kind of liked it. You know what I mean? I kind of liked it. I think her lawyer did a very good job of making her, humanizing her, not making her seem like a monster. They made the pastor seem like a monster. But one thing you got to realize, it don't matter how bad the person who was killed is, he's still the victim. You know what I mean? The wife might have helped too, because she go say she didn't try to shoot me. She should have said, yeah, that bitch tried to shoot me. If she wasn't trying to shoot me, she would have stopped shooting when I jumped in front of him, which is what the lady thought she was going to do, and jumped in front of her husband and got her ass shot. But hey, sometime when things go wrong, women will stick together because, it's just how females do. She probably like, man, my husband, because she had to listen to all that. Her husband took advantage of her. He abused his authority, and basically, that's what it was. Now, I'm going to let y'all hear this. Check this out.
Get out someday. The defense in this case, they admit that she shot and killed.
Okay, let me let y'all hear what he said. He's
reckless homicide.
He gonna say it.
News, and yes, word in, a verdict has been reached in Tennessee in the case of the pastor who was shot and killed by his girlfriend, Latosha Daniels. His wife, Tabitha, also shot. She survived. The pastor did not. Latosha Daniels charged with first-degree murder, facing the rest of her life in prison. Let's take you inside the courtroom right now as we get ready to hear the jury's verdict. There are some lesser included possibilities here of second-degree murder, manslaughter, criminal reckless homicide. All of those, something that the defense is looking for, because if it's first degree, it is game over for this defendant. The rest of her life, she'll be locked up. Anything less than first degree, she'll have a chance to get out someday. The defense in this case, they admit that she shot and killed the pastor.
I understand the jury has reached.
Let's take a listen.
However you look at it. You can stand and read the verdict. Each of the verdict forms. Do I need to start from State of Tennessee versus... Okay. State of Tennessee versus Latosha Daniels, indictment number 25-01253. Verdict form count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of second-degree murder as included in count 1 of indictment number 25-01253. State of of Tennessee versus Latosha Daniels, indictment number 25-01253, verdict form count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of reckless endangerment, as included in count 2 of indictment number 25-01253. State of Tennessee versus Latosha Daniels, indictment number 25-01253, verdict form count 3. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty in count 3 of indictment number 25-01253.
Would you like the jury poll?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll start on this end. Is that your verdict?
Yes.
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 Is that your verdict? Is that your verdict?
Yes.
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 Now that you have concluded your service on this case, I thank you for your patience and conscientious attention to your duty as jurors. You have not only fulfilled your civic duty, but you have also made a personal contribution to the ideal of equal justice for all people. You may have questions about the confidentiality of the proceedings. Because the case is over, you are free to discuss the case with any person you choose. However, you do not have to talk to anyone about the case if you do not want to. If you tell someone you do not wish to talk about it and they continue to bother you, let the court know, for we can protect your privacy. If you do decide to discuss the case with anyone, I would suggest you treat it with a degree of solemnity, so that whatever you say, you will be willing to say in the presence of your fellow jurors or under oath here in open court in the presence of all the parties. Also, if you do decide to discuss the case, please respect the privacy of the views of your fellow jurors. Your fellow jurors fully and freely stated their opinions and deliberations with the understanding they were being expressed in confidence. Again, I thank you for your willingness to give up your time away from their accustomed pursuits and faithfully discharge your duties as jurors. You are now excused. I will be back to speak with you shortly, so I'll show you excused to the jury room. Ms. Daniels, if you would please stand. A jury of your peers has found you guilty of second-degree murder in count 1. The jury has found you guilty in count 2 of reckless endangerment, and the jury has found you not guilty in count 3. As a 13th juror, I approve that verdict. We'll show your bond revoked, and we'll show this matter set for sentencing.
Thank you.
January the 12th.
We'll need to do a pre-sentence report. If we could get a shorter date to get the pre-sentence report back,
Okay.
that way we don't have to reset it once we get it.
Okay.
We can reserve January the 12th
But
and then
just get them.
get a sooner date for the report.
I actually opened a meeting Colorado that way.
On January 12th? Okay.
December.
We can get a December date and then pick a date. It's just to get the report.
December 17th.
December the 17th, a good day. All right. All right, we'll show this matter set for sentencing on December the 17th. All right, we can show court adjourned.
All right. So the court stands adjourned till Monday morning, 9 a.m.
Another Friday verdict on Court TV. Second-degree murder conviction for Latosha Daniels. You have to look at that as a victory. Everything is relative. Everything everything is relative. She was facing first degree. The allegation was premeditated murder. They had her on video purchasing the gun. She brought the gun to the pastor's house. She took the gun out when she was leaving, pointed it at the pastor, shot and killed him. And she was found, I guess, not guilty of first degree, but guilty of second degree. The defense, in their closing argument, wanted something less, like manslaughter, but the jury came back. So 15 to 25 years for that is what Latosha Daniels is facing instead of life.
Yeah, that's a victory.
She'll have another chance here. She has an opportunity to potentially get out of prison. Now, 2 convictions, though. There's a second count, and that is...
Nah, y'all excuse me, man. It's snowing in Chicago, and it's early in the morning. The heat taking its time coming up. Now, I don't do no capping with y'all. You see my little snuggie? Shit. I put my snuggie in my goddamn hat. Yeah, but I'm at work, y'all. Now, check this out. Now, I was finna explain to y'all the difference of first degree murder and second degree. Now, the first degree murder charge, it carries life in prison and without the possibility of parole. They charged her with second degree, which is 15 to, he said, 25. So I guarantee you, this is a lady judge too. I told you, listen, that girl lawyer did a very good job. Listen, she was doing such a good job that the defense the prosecutor never said ejection but one time. That means everything they was asking her, they couldn't even object to it because it went with what was going on. She showed how horrible that man was to her, how much he took advantage of her. And when you got the victim looking worse than the defendant, you got a problem. That's why they put them lesser charges in there, y'all, because they like, man, we can fuck around and lose. Because they roll the dice with this first degree murder. If they don't put no lesser charges in there, they can lose that. Because now check this out. If the lesser charges wouldn't have been in there, they would have found that girl not guilty. Not fucking guilty. You feel me? And it definitely was premeditated. Because the bitch went and bought a new gun. This what killed me about people that say I was gonna commit suicide. If you was gonna commit suicide, why the fuck you ain't dead yet? Bitch, you bought the gun. If you say you was gonna kill yourself, why you ain't fucking dead yet? Because your heart was broke and you wanted to talk to him one last time. You probably wanted to kill yourself in front of him or kill him. What his smart ass should have done, because he took a gun from her once. When she showed up at his house, when he seen her and hugged her, he should have patted that bitch down. You should have patted her ass down, bruh. Especially she showing up to your wife's house and then you convinced her. You finna tell her. You should have been like, okay, we go tell her. And you should have been like, Latosha, she said, give me that gun. I know you got a gun. She'd have gave it to you because she still loved you and want to try to make it work with you. You'd have took the gun. And if you went in there and you didn't tell her, when she said, can you walk me to the car? Bruh, he could have saved his life, y'all, by walking her to the car. He knew he had her under control. You know what I mean? Mentally. He could have just said, hey, I was finna tell her, but I don't think it was right. I don't know, babe. I just didn't feel right about today. I mean, we'll do it tomorrow or something. You want to stay? She said you could stay here. Why don't you just spend the night? You know what I mean? We'll deal with it in the morning. Or I won't say we'll talk about it in the morning, but You know what I mean? You already been stroking her all her fucking life, long as you been fucking with her. Now the day that it really count, you can't do it. See, that's what niggas get for when ladies, when you give a man an inch, or even men, if you give a woman an inch, they'll take him out. When he first started trying to treat her dirty and flexing, that's what you get for trying to manipulate her so hard, and then you already got her hard, you mistreating her and all that, bro. Come on, bro. You getting cocky, you got a wife and you got a girlfriend in here. The fact they can sit in the same room and ain't nothing happen shows something about you. You got both of these hoes in check. You could have told your wife, let me walk her out. You go be slick. Nah, I ain't gonna walk her to the car. Maybe he was scared if I walk her out there, that bitch might shoot me. You feel me? He might have felt it, y'all. He might have felt it and be like, no, you walk her out. Or he could have just whispered, no, I'm gonna let my wife walk you out. Me and you go talk tomorrow. Get you a hotel room tonight, and I'll actually come see you in the morning. You know what I mean? Something. But listen, I will say this. If person knew when they was gonna die, would nobody be dead, y'all. Nobody. Would nobody be dead. He had this bitch reading a book, y'all, called The Ethical Slut. The Ethical Slut. And then he got to be good with his words and all that. He had two other women that was participating. He said he had to pay for the first threesome. And he didn't want to pay for it no more. You know, so he wanted to get his wife and, you know what I mean, his girlfriend. And I don't know how old he is, you know, but he really just was addicted to sex. I mean, most men, I won't say addicted, but that dick working right, how it's supposed to be, motherfucker really just working it. He working it. He probably looking at all these older cats talking about most men over 55 have some type of erectional dysfunction. He probably 30 or 40 something. He probably like, I better get all I can get. You know what I mean? Ladies, y'all be wondering why some men don't be trying to get Viagra and all that, because they done got enough pussy over their lifetime where if they dick stop working, they ain't got to worry about it. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, let me know what y'all think about that situation there, man. You know, I will say this though, I liked it. You know what I mean? I think her lawyer did a good job of making her seem like the victim. And when the state can't even stop you from making her likable, that's what they be worrying about all the time, y'all. If the jurors like her. And when, like I said once before, when you got the defendant or the victim looking worse than the defendant, you got a problem, bro. Anyway, man, it's your boy G Shrimp, everybody favorite baby daddy versus Street. They also did give her a short court date, so we coming back in December to for the verdict. Well, we got the verdict today. I mean the sentencing, y'all. Excuse me, the sentencing. Now, one thing y'all probably notice, and this is another thing how they do. When you out on bond, you out. You come to court from the outside. When you get found guilty, normally they revoke your bond and take you into custody right then. But when you got a lawyer that's kind of cool with the judge, she can ask, you know, I would like to ask for 30 days for her to get her affairs in order into the verdict. I want her to come back and when she's sentenced, we want to take her into custody then. And the judge can grant that request. I don't see why they didn't ask. Because listen, I done took time and the judge done gave me 30 days to go home and get ready. And guess what I did, y'all? Went home and threw the biggest party I could throw. And when I came back to go to jail, this motherfucker tell me I can go back home. They wasn't ready. You know, I told him, no, the fuck I'm not. I done had a going away party and everything. No, I'm ready to go today. Because you have to get mentally prepared for that type of shit that you going away. And then I had only took a little time. I had counted. I only had, I think, a year or so. So I was finna go do 45 days. I done counted the time and I knew when I was coming home. Shit, I'm like, no, I'm going today, nigga. I'm not finna go home and do shit. No, I'm going today. Just say, you want to go to jail? I said, yes, Shauna, today. And he like, okay. I guess he like, shit, I'm trying to be nice to you, motherfucker. No, I don't need you to be nice to me, you know? And let me tell you something else. A lot of time, you can ask the judge, let's say you say, Yana, if you give me 3 years, I go. They might disagree. This is for the record. No, I can't give you 3 years. I give you 3.5. If you ain't smart enough to realize that's the same fucking thing, then that's on you. All that is for the record. They don't want to seem like on the record they listen to you and they took your advice. So when they deny certain things, it's for a reason. All that is for the record. Like my lawyer, I had asked when I got the year that I'm talking about, I had told them if they give me a year, I'd take it today. And it wasn't, but I think I had a jab or something. And, you know, so they charged me with the minimum, which was possession. And I'm like, man, y'all give me a year, I go today. And the state like, no. The judge said, no, I give you 14 months. Now, a year is 12 months, y'all. 14 months is only a couple more extra. Actually, it's a little bit better because if you do half of your time, right? Let's say you got 14 months. They give you 6 months good time. That's going to kick you right out. So that's the same fucking thing. I'm like, oh, man, yeah. So I took it and went down there and give my little time and come home. And I don't know if some of y'all ever been to jail, but the criminal system is not also about just correcting people. It's a money-making machine to them. I have been to the joint 4 times, y'all. Every time I got out a little bit quicker. That don't make no fucking sense. I had the same sentence twice. Twice, y'all. He coming up now. Twice, right? The first time, my first case ever, they gave me 4 years. I had never been in the penitentiary. First year when I went down there and they made me the general, right? They didn't know me, meaning they didn't know how I was going to act. They didn't know if I was violent or rile or whatever. You get tickets and everything in the penitentiary, so they monitor you. My first bit, they maxed me out. I did 24 fucking months. You know what I mean? I had to do the whole thing, minus the 6 months good time. So I did that. They sent me home. Next time I caught another case, which was 5 years later. You know, I realized I caught a case every 5 years. You know, that's how long you can hustle on the street. When you start making money, they be watching you. So 5 years. I got 4 years. I did that time. Come home. I'm cool. On my second bit, I got caught in the stolo. We was sliding, and the people got on us. You know, we tossed the straps, and I got caught. They charged me with the steamer. But while I was running from the police, I hit a car, trying to dodge a little girl, right? I hit a car, so they charged me with aggravated auto theft. Aggravated meaning it was some type of violence in it. That's all it means. They gave me 4 and a half years. Technically the same thing. But the half really would take my good time. I goes to the penitentiary. They like, oh, we know who he is now. They got what they call a dossier on me now. They like, this guy was down here 5 years ago. He was non-violent. He never got a ticket, such. They sent me to work release. I was in jail maybe 3-4 months, y'all. 4 months, they send me home on work release. I go to the work release center, got a job. They send me home on house arrest. 5 more years later, catch another case, drug case. We trapping. They give me a year. I go do 61 days, come back, right? 5 more years later, I catch another case. And they give me a year again. Well, not even a year, I told you, 14 months. Same thing. Off of the year this time, I did 45 days. Now, how y'all gonna stop the crime and the violence and all that if when a nigga catch a case, y'all letting them out quicker every time? But when you hear that term, he was let out early for good behavior, they mean that. The reason I got out quicker every time because of my good behavior. I done been to the joint 4 times. I think I done had 2 tickets. And I hated them motherfuckers. I didn't like getting tickets because I was the one with the money. I bought all the food. I don't like commissary restriction and all that shit. You know what I mean? I'm feeding every motherfucking body. Plus myself, I need the food. You know? So I'm always been like, I can follow simple rules. Simple rules like when you get in from work, hang your coat up, put your boots under the bed. That's nothing. Niggas laying their coats all on the bed, boots in the middle of the aisle. When the police come through and count, he trip. What boots is these? Oh, they might be. I'm writing your ass a ticket. 7 days commissary restriction. Then I also learned some niggas was getting tickets so they didn't seem like they was broke. It always was, I'm on commissary restriction. Why? Why the fuck are you on commissary restriction? Because you wouldn't hang your coat up? Bullshit, bro. Bullshit. Anyway, man, I just wanted y'all to see the verdict because we did that yesterday. And if y'all did watch it, that was a nice long one too, you know. Let me know. I want y'all to put it in the comments because some of y'all, I be saying this shit. I am not talking to my damn self. I'm talking to the people that's watching these videos. Really. Put it in the comment and let me know how you feel about it. Did y'all kind of like her too? Did she come off likable? That's why she got the lesser charges. Obviously, she came off likable to the jurors too. That's why the state always put them lesser charges in there. You know what I mean? It's your boy G Shrimp. Everybody fake baby daddy versus street man. I'm a punch and I dig you later. I'm out of here.